Alright, this is what I have with me here. Now I've driven this new Honda Civic in Chiang Mai earlier on, and this time it's here in KL. I mean, a lot of you requested for me to drive this car over here. Hi, this is Bobby from Evo. So this is the new Honda Civic. I know this is long overdue, but here it is. So I have here with me the 1.5 turbo. Now if you watch my earlier video, that is the one that I drove in Thailand, where if you buy the 1.5 turbo, you get that beautiful crazy wing. So we don't get that in Malaysia. Maybe they'll come up with a kit later on, you can spec it up or something. Now, how the car looks. There you go. Now since the 8th gen, the Civic has been more or less actually a four-door coupe. You know, the profile is super sleek, and even though it's super sleek, the interior is spacious. That has been a hallmark of every Honda, and Honda is the best when it comes to interior packaging. No one fights with them. No one is as smart as Honda when it comes to interior packaging. Alright, the new Toyota Sienna is really something. It's fantastic, but that's for another day. Now, what's the biggest difference? A lot of people say it doesn't look good, blah blah blah. The previous one looks better. No, you guys have no taste. The new 10th gen Civic looks great, but not in this color. I don't really like this color. I like the one in white. The white in white, it looks really good because it makes the rear lights stand out a lot. So that's how the rear light design are. That's how it looks like. You know, if they could have made it a full-on hatchback, then at least we get, when you open the whole hatch up, right, loading will be fantastic when you drop the seats down. You don't need a wagon after that. So this is how the exterior looks, and Honda is the first in its segment to have full LED lights, both C and D segment, and they look fantastic. They look great, man. The LED lights, it's just amazing. Now I kind of like the full black grille of the 1.5 turbo in Thailand, but we don't get that here because we're a bit more classier, right? Now the previous 9th gen Civic, you have the side mirrors here. It's door mounted so that it aids aerodynamic and visibility. Now why did they move it back here? So I asked the Japanese engineers, and they answered me that in the previous Civic, the 9th gen Civic, the A-pillar is very rake, right? So when it's very rake, we need to look at the apex before the A-pillar. So we need, from the driver's seats, right, when we turn, we need to look at the apex before the A-pillar. So now that they move the A-pillar back, when we turn, we can actually look from here. So from that, they move the side mirror back up. It looks really sporty and is aerodynamic. So I personally prefer side mirrors that are mounted on the base of the A-pillar instead of the doors. So, do you like the exterior? I like it a lot. I love how the new Civic looks. It's a very handsome car. Alright, let's go inside. I'll go to the back seats first because I'll be driving it anyway. Okay, wait, how do I do this? Aha! Sorry. So I just pull the door handle and then I can gain access. Now, the front seats are to my driving position. I am 5'11", so this car is huge. You look at the legroom that I have, and the fact that I can slot my feet underneath, and it has a very sleek roof, right? Almost there now. Okay, I have a fist of headroom left. This is interior packaging. European car makers, learn from Honda. Alright, they are awesome. So I don't know which craft is this. It's a C segment car that is to my driving position, and I have this much of room behind. So I just returned the 7 Series to BMW a few days ago, and you know what? one thing I really appreciate sitting at the back of the 7 Series is the fact that I'm able to do this. Turn, you stupid GoPro. Turn! Can you see that? The fact that I can do this in the 7 Series is something I really like, and surprise, surprise. Now, let's look at the rear seats. You have a nice armrest here. What else? Isofix is standard. 3 sets of seat belts. There are some hooks here, not exactly for teh tarik, because do not put your teh tarik here. Why? It hangs here. It's a big belt here. You slam the doors, poof. Right? Now the seats, I was saying just now, it's a unique design. Maybe it's designed to hold your shoulder blades here, because when I sit, I felt that my shoulder is like that. Right? So it's not that type of design. Maybe the way they design it, it helps to bolster just the spinal area, but it allows visibility for the rear passengers. Okay, I think I nailed it. That's the reason why they designed the seats like that way. It gives the impression that the interior has a lot of room and visibility. It aids visibility for the rear passengers. Now let's close the door. Very good. It's not really wide or tall, but it's just nice enough so I can put my hands here and all that. There are no USB ports or whatsoever at the back, which is standard fare for this segment. So overall, the rear seats are really good. The doors could have, the opening isn't that wide, but it's alright. From visually it doesn't open that wide, but it's alright. I don't feel difficult in ingress or egress. Alright, now let's go to the boot. Oh my god, this is massive. This is huge. There is a very tall load lip, but still it's easy to take it out because it's quite low. There are no false floor. That's just spare tire in there. It's a tiny spare tire, and it's overall it's just big. I mean, I don't buy that argument where they say the boot should be size whatsoever manner, blah 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 blah, because this is maximizing it. But then you don't get any, teetering hooks or whatsoever. It is still a C-segment car. This shows the fact that they have to save costs somewhere, right? But they put it here. Look at it. This is very nice. They cover it. A lot of car in this segment is just exposed metal, and Honda took the effort to cover it. Very nice. Now let's look at the... Now I don't need to look at the passenger side. I'll just go into the driver's seat. Alright. Okay. So this is the driver's seat. Now, no, Honda, do a full length door bin. Why do you block it off? The speakers are here anyway, right? If you need to mold it in a way to provide strength, I think there are ways to mold it to provide strength. It need not be covered in that manner. So it could have been better there. Alright, are there any compartments here? Nope, none. Oh, look at that. That's a pulsing engine start-stop button. It can't wait to get started. Okay, let's start it. Look at the visual, look at the visual. Phew. Nice. I'm impressed. I really like how the visual, was designed and all that. That's really, really cool. So now in the 1.5 turbo, you get this touchscreen system, which sort of looks like a bit, standing, but there's no reason to design it that way. They could have just, but that it gives a 3D effect, which is alright. Now, Honda does the best interior. Let me quickly go through it. This is the floating console. So what it does is that you have this portion here where you can put your wallet, you can put your phones. There is an opening down here where you can then, wait, I think it's really dark down there. Let me just light it up. These are where all the ports are. Yes, it's a bit hard to reach, but you only need to reach it once, right? As the owner of the car, you only need to go down on your car once, and you have your cables all being routed through that opening there where there are catch. Look at that. This is Honda, man. This is attention to detail, right? This is nice. This is so convenient, and I mean, I like it. I like it a lot, the way they designed that. Alright, so your cables won't run around and all that. Now, this car comes with Apple CarPlay, so it's able to, you know, go through your phone, your entertainment systems and all that, your entertainment loaded in your phone. What's amazing is that when I hook up my phone to the USB, immediately the contacts are accessible as well. I think that's the amazing part with Apple CarPlay, which is really nice. Now I find the controls a bit, I don't like air conditioning controls to be digital, because we live in a hot climate country, and we want cold air as fast as possible, as soon as possible. As we got into the car now, what happened here? Why is it not blowing cold air? What is going on? The air is slightly warm-ish, but it's showing low here. I on the but anyway, I think it will code up later. Now let's go through this part. This is also another amazing compartment. Now this is slidable, all right, and you can open it up to reveal huge compartment. Now a lot of car makers, when we ask them, oh, why are your center console that small? Oh, we need to have aircon vents at the back so that it takes up the space, blah 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 blah. Bullshit. Okay, there are aircon vents behind here. There are aircon vents, and what Honda has done, boom, it's huge. It's a huge compartment. There's a touch and go. This is a 5.5 inch, 5.7 or 5.5 iPhone 6 Plus, I'm not sure. Phone here, you can stack loads of stuff there, and it is actually manageable. You can actually pull this off, right? And it's just epic lah, Honda. The way they design their interiors are just, I mean, nobody can compare. Huge. Wait, there's a huge glove box as well. I'm not sure why, but it's extremely thick. Now the one in Thailand is funny because it's thick and heavy, but it's not damped. So when I open it, it just drops, boom. The one in Malaysia, haha, see, we're more sophisticated. Okay, we are a more sophisticated bunch. No. So yeah, this is it. Do you like the interior? I love it a lot. I don't find any inconvenience or anything wrong with the interior. I love it. And what are your thoughts? So if you've test driven it, let me know. What else you need to know? Safety? Nah, Honda has full-fledged safety. You don't need to talk about that. They cover everything. Alright? So yeah, that's about it. Seats are very supportive for my upper torso, not so for my thighs. But then I am a dude who weighs 97 kg, 5'11", and I wear double XL shirts, so I'm not of average size. I'm a big fat gorilla. So yeah, the seats are just about alright. If you have a camera in front of me, you won't be able to see the seat at all, because I can feel the edge of the seat on my shoulder blades. So my shoulder is like, my entire blade is out of the seat, so it's not like a really wide seat. But of course, if you fit that in a car of this size, it will make the cabin feel really small. So that's alright. That's a small complaint. And weird, there's no vanity lights. Oh, this car really pulls, man. Just a small tap. My god. Okay, there's no vanity light in the mirror. Cost maybe. because there's lights here, so it's alright. The start button is over here, the dash, the interior. Okay, now Mazda was the first C-segment mass market brand to really bring up the interior build of their cars. With the Mazda 2, the facelift of the CX-5, the facelift of the CX-5 is massive. It's almost, they up it by 2 grades almost, and of course the Mazda 6 as well. They again by 2 levels when they upgrade the interior build. So in the Mazda 3, the interior build is way out of its class. When it first came out, it's just like beyond everybody. Now that Honda really improved the build quality, the previous 9th gen, there's a lot of panels going on, very busy, very low quality interior, the 9th gen, and this one improves a lot. This one is a lot better, and if everything feels really solid. You don't need super soft squidgy plastics, as long as it's high quality plastics, and we can feel it. This is high quality plastics as well. It's not some cheap stuff, you know. Don't look at all the reviews where, oh, it's hard, it's cheap. No, that's not exactly the case. This part on the door handles, they are hard as well. It's not soft touch, but it's high quality plastics. It feels really good to the touch. And I think every CRZ owner would love this engine to be in their car, man. This engine is just fantastic. Boom, downshift the gears. Fantastic. Honda Civic anymore. It's a family car, but it's super sporty and it performs. It really performs. This is a great car. This is a great car. Very well engineered. Lovely.